Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Really Charlie podcast. My guest here today is Benjamin Rose, aka Little Flip, my friend. And we're going to talk about a few things. I see y'all over there and on the fireside, and we're trying to connect to StreamYard right now. So, little technical difficulties. My iPad just seemed like it wasn't working properly. Wouldn't click on to the Wi-Fi, but we're gonna do the best we can here. All right, everyone. Let's see what's going on, man. Quite a bit of things from just talking about life in general, your life, and so I am very happy to have you here. Only because, for one, I'm proud of you, what you've done, some of the things you have done just for yourself, because it's very, very important when you can get your self help. Sometimes you have so many things and so many different outlets to go to, whether it's family, friends. But when you can basically get motivated on your own to do something, do what's best for you, it becomes more self gratifying, I believe. So, first and foremost, let's talk about, I don't know why we're going in and out here. Let's talk about life in general, in the beginning of probably, when you was a teenager and you were living life and being fun and having fun, you know, what, you know, what actually turned you in a different direction.
What turned me in a different direction was when I was younger. I used to look up to the older guys and see what they used to do, and I thought that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking, smoking reefer, having the cars, the money, the women, the jewelry. But at the end of the day, it wasn't cool. I got
Mm-hmm.
caught up in a lot of stuff, man. Incarcerations, probations, all kind of negative stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So today, I don't have to do that no more.
Mm. And it's crazy how people just you know, we try to we try to follow our mentors, especially in our neighborhoods. There was people that had everything. They had the life, the luxury,
Yep.
good cars, the good clothes, the jewelry, the women, and we just basically follow their lead. Hey, that's what I want. I want the same type thing.
Yep.
And I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard is acting up here. So we're gonna concentrate right there on Fireside. All right. And excuse me on Fireside. I'm trying to get as much of the comments. I see Tony's there, a few others. I got these old man eyes, but welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. Um, just close this out here. This is my friend, and I say a friend, and I don't call everybody my friend. This dude has been around me for a long time, and for you all that don't know, I was a police officer for 30 years. So Flip and I were like two subways. I was going one way, he was going the other.
You ain't lying. I'm trying to get away from him.
So, and you hear this unique laugh. This laugh is funny. The craziest thing is if there was a situation where Flip might have did something crazy, break into a warehouse on the scene, and Flip was running, from me. The thing is, he would start laughing. And if he laughed, I would identify him.
That's just crazy. Oh man.
My boys are probably saying, Charlie, you ain't gonna chase him. I already know who he is.
No
Man.
way yet.
Yeah. But on a good note, we had some fun. We still having fun. We're still laughing. We're still joking. We talk about friends. We talk about families. My family calls you the brat.
Yep.
And but to me, you're a good man. On a daily basis, you do a couple of things. What's some of the things that you do starting your day?
Well, I go to my meetings. My meetings at 12. I get a lot of donations from people, coats, hats, boots. And I go down to the bus station after my meeting after 1, pass them out to the homeless, the people that's sick and suffering out there, and try to have a couple of words with them. You know what I mean? Put a smile on their face and make their day.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes me feel good. I put a smile on somebody's face because it's never too late.
Yeah.
If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Now, what's the hardest thing is to, especially when you're trying to encourage and help people to go the right track. Is it friends?
It's friends, the young girls with kids that hangs down at bus station. You try to talk, and then once you try to help the most, they either OD'd, they died, or they're back in prison. I feel like sometimes I wasted my time.
Mm-hmm.
But I know one thing: I can't. If I save one, I did my job because I can't save the world.
Yes. And sometimes, our time is so valuable. Time is so valuable. So when you kind of get that feeling that something's being wasted, sometimes you get discouraged. And I try not to get discouraged, and I do get discouraged. When I'm putting out some valuable time out towards someone, and then they take it for granted, and that's not cool. But I gotta understand what's going on in their life. Um, Addiction, whether it's drugs or alcohol, it's a different thing. And if you never lived it, it's going to be hard for you to kind of understand it. So, on that note,
Yeah, it is tough, man, because, when I didn't believe in myself, other people believed in me that I can do something in my life and change it around. Even when I thought people was hard on me, getting on me, like my father, my sister Tracy, my brother Kevin, the judges, the probation officers, they saved my life. I had to make a change, man, and it's hard to change. I was so stagnated my whole life on doing the negativity my whole life, and I gave myself a chance.
what triggered that? What triggered that emotion or feeling that you had to change? What was it? A certain situation?
I'm tired of getting incarcerated, tired of hurting people, hurting my family, the people around me that cared. And when I was messing up and going to get incarcerated, they was doing time with me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, and they always looked out for me. Always wanted me to do the best for myself because they knew I was worthy. I didn't think I was worthy. So I was so stagnated in that same lifestyle of them streets that I believed I couldn't change
Mm-hmm.
because I never gave myself a chance.
Yeah.
So I give myself a chance today. My life is all right. It's way better than it was 6 years ago.
True.
You know what I mean? And it's a blessing. I leave that to God.
And you say 6 years ago, but 6 years is a short time ago because when you're in a certain lifestyle, things just fly by. And I mean, 6 years ago, you and I probably wasn't communicating like we are right now, only because I didn't know where you was.
I was caught up.
I didn't know where you was, and so. But you mentioned some good people. Tracy. Uh, you got you got other families, brother, judges, probation. And what happens is you build some kind of communication with them, and the communication is just look, Flip, you got to do this, and you start doing this, I'm gonna start listening to you,
Yeah.
and then you started doing it.
Yeah. Instead of doing everything for everybody else, try to prove to everybody else, I had to prove to myself. You know, I've been in the system until 2030, right? And I went to court a couple of weeks ago. And I had 8 more years probation. By me doing the right things in life and being humble, they knocked off the 8 years. Now I ain't got nothing. I'm free.
It's
It's a
awesome.
blessing.
That is a
You
blessing.
know what I mean? Do the right thing. Good things happen.
Yeah, thank you. Applause. And I'm trying to see everybody. I think, from my old man eyes, I see Michael, I see Tony, a few others. I'm gonna walk over there. Hold on.
What's up, Michael Kahn?
No, that's Michael Samail.
Oh, really?
Yeah. All right. Annabella. All right. So we got Tony, Annabella, Michael. Thank you, and everyone that's going to be listening to us on the replay. Thank you for joining us. This is a good story, and we're going to try to do this a little bit better. Flip is a guest that I want to speak to periodically, more so than not, because of his life stories. Uh, every day, we're talking to each other, whether it's texting or videoing, laughing about different things, talking about my Celtics, his Warriors, talking about his Raiders, my Patriots, and going back and forth. And it's a good conversation, and it's always a pleasure to hear from you. And every day, if I see you on the screen and I scroll over and talk to you through a video chat or whatever, I know I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh.
Yeah, I can laugh today.
Within 10 seconds,
It's
you're
fun.
going to
It's
have me
all
laughing.
fun. I never had fun like this in my life, man.
Yeah.
It's hurting.
What's the next thing for your life? What are you trying to do now?
Well, I'm trying to get to High Point, be IRS recovery specialist and help the sick and suffering. That's in their program, because I got a lot of help when I came through here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Good people that I met through this process. Plus, I go downtown a lot. I'm always downtown most every day, giving out clothes, food, whatever I can give them to make them happy.
Mm.
Not because I want a pat on the back, because I don't forget where I come from.
Yes.
And people cared for me along this process, so I got a heart today to care about somebody else. You know what I mean? So that's a blessing right there. Whereas before in the past, I didn't care about nobody but me.
Mm-hmm.
It's always about little flip. What can I get from you? What can I do to you? What can I tell you something you want to hear so I can get what I want?
Yeah.
It's not about that. You know what I mean? It's about being honest with myself and thanking my God for putting me in this position today to be humble and grateful in my life with all the good people in my life. My group, Seaside Serenity. I go to my meetings there every day. I'm everywhere. I'm in South Diamond, Little Compton. I'm everywhere to get the help that I need. I still do my counseling, and I still talk to people mental health. Because that's a big thing with addiction today. It's mental health. A lot of suicidal going on, and that's sad.
Yeah.
All they need is to reach out and talk to somebody, tell them that you care about them. It's going to be all right, and make them smile, make them feel good about themselves, with confidence about themselves. It's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know I pray every morning, and I thank Him at night for the blessings that I have, because I'm sober today, and I'm clean and sober. And I didn't think I ever become that, because I was out there in that world, man. That concrete jungle out there don't mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
This brings you down, eats you up like a piranha.
Yeah.
And the people I got surrounded around me is a blessing. My sister Tracy, my brother-in-law Walter, my group.
Good people.
People. Charlie Perry, Michael Kahn. I go on and on and on and on, man, that I plug in with on a daily basis.
Very nice.
Keep me sane.
Yeah.
and have laughs. He said he makes fun of my laugh all the time.
I love your laugh. By far, not even talking. I
Yeah,
would love to see that as a soundbite on the podcast.
yeah,
Just record you and have you laughing, where I can laugh at people like Tony, and Michael, and everybody that's on, and just add that to my soundboard, and that his Flip Rose's laugh. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I wanna, like,
As far as High Point, I want to wish you a lot of luck.
thank you.
Anything I could do for you, reference letter, anything, I definitely do that for you.
Yeah, that's my calling. Plus, my brother Ross Grace,
Hmm.
he's a director over there. So, until we felt the app, I did it. I'm just waiting now, because that's my calling
Yeah, we
to
did.
help others, man.
It's a round peg in a round hole. You can get there and end up talking to a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds of people, and relate to what they're going through,
Yeah,
and try to make it easier. It's not easy, but try to step by step. You got to go A through Z, and even when you get to Z, it's never over. Recovery is a constant thing. So I want to let's talk about you and I, right?
yeah,
Got a young buck like me cruising around in the cruiser in the neighborhood. You're doing your thing. Um, I didn't, regardless of where I was, and I seen you. You were just you all the time to me. You wasn't anything different. You were Little Flip, and that's the way I took it on. I took everybody in the community. Some people, they see me a little different now.
yeah.
I wasn't the guy on the park wall. I wasn't the kid on the park wall anymore. I was the other. I was the man, And there's stories that we can talk about. You know, uh, things you went through and things I went through. And you know what? We would have an understanding about each other's path and what we were going through.
Whether it's good or bad, you know.
Big Flip had a badge just like I did.
Yeah,
And he did. He kept encouraging me over the years. Do it, man. You're doing the right thing. Always, every time he seen me, he was like, you know, encouraging me. Stay strong. Do what you have to. But your dad he was good to me. Good. Um, and with your legacy, your grandfather, that's another story. That's
yeah,
another chapter.
yeah.
So, and I'm just getting to all that because I want you to know that and understand that you have a legacy too. You have a good legacy. I hear and see, you're on your meetings, you're trying to get people to meetings, you're doing the right thing. And don't shortchange what you're doing right now.
No.
It's worth $1 million or more. It's priceless.
Whenever they're ready, man. I'll tell you what. If you think you can't come out that darkness and see the light, it's possible.
Hmm.
You can do it. Just ask for help, surrender, come through them halls, man, and ask for help. Don't worry about what you look like, none of that. Come as you are. As soon as you come through that door, we already know why you're there because you need help. Period.
True.
Plenty of help around here. Plenty of help.
Yeah. The That's one thing about this city. There is plenty of help.
Oh yeah.
There it is. And before it wasn't like that.
No.
Before it wasn't like that. It was that it was a taboo thing. It was people. There was a stigmatization. People are stigmatized for being part of that life. And even when it came to things like overdoses, they want to say it was something else. Just say what it is. And everybody has a situation like that. Everyone has family members that go through it. Um, no reason to hide it. If you hide it, you're not helping yourself. You're not helping anything. So,
Yep. That dude, that's the help, man. Like I come by down here every single day. I'm down in South End, downtown, Washington Square. I see the guys and I stop. Because I don't forget where I come from. Say hi, give them a hug, tell them it's going to be a good day. Don't worry about it. God bless, and I'm on my way.
hmm
I didn't care about none of them cats back in the days. All I wanted to do was drink and drug. That was my high power. But far as these streets, man, I see it every day. You got to give yourself a chance. Because we are worthy. We're human beings and we're worthy. And for me, I like helping people, man. I love helping people. I love that smile on their face, man. Makes me feel good. I think about them all day. I pray every day for people that's sick and suffering out there. Because my experiences out there in that world wasn't good. My hope is that I stop drinking and drugging. And my strength is I leave it in God's hands, to keep me humble. And don't judge nobody, because I don't judge nobody.
True.
Because the person you judge, you might be on your back one day looking up to that person that you judge. People don't forget. Some people are sicker than others. Some people are better off than others. Not better than, they're better off. And all you got to do is ask for help. Put your hand out. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Don't be nervous, because there's help out there. Just like they helped me, there's help out there. I don't want to be that guy that always gets in trouble all the time. That's all people knew me for. Every time I get incarcerated, I come home, I tell the same story there. Yeah, whatever. We hear that a million times already. Instead of doing it for everybody else, I have to do it for myself, within myself. Because the outside might look good with a smile, but the inside I was hurting. So I had to let that go. My mind's different. I'm free in here now. I'm not locked up in my mind no more, physically or mentally.
How do you deal with people that say, "You hurt me. You hurt me so bad,"
I just apologize.
hmm
I apologize. That's making amends. I apologize. That wasn't me. That was alcohol and drugs. If you forgive me, that's a blessing. If you don't, okay. Not mad at you. You got your reason.
Yeah,
I can't change nobody.
true.
You know. I hit a lot of people along the way mentally, man. Mostly myself and my family and my friends that try to help me and support me, to do things for me and help me. But I didn't want no help. I thought I could do it on my own. I couldn't. This is the way I'm going to do it. And my best thinking got me to the positions I was in my whole life. Jails and institutions. I didn't die yet, thank God.
hmm
And that's the blessing of this journey here.
Who was that first person that helped you?
My father kept getting on me, man.
hmm
Screaming, screaming, screaming. I hated it. But I rewinded the tape and played my role, what role I played in it, and why he was doing it, because he didn't want me to be self-destructive to myself. He knew I was capable of doing the right things in life. But I was hot-headed. I don't want to listen. Him, my sister Tracy, my brother Kevin, all these people, my friends, even my friends that was active,
hmm
was still telling me, you got to start doing what you're doing, but they're doing the same thing. That's what my excuse was. You doing it, so I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. It ain't cool. You know what I mean? It's a waste of money. You're broke. You're nasty. Don't wash up. It's crazy, man.
Sometimes we, I could say that I could sit with you and we could talk about anything. Definitely keep any advice you give me. I'm gonna listen to it with sincerity, and I'm gonna actually say, all right, you know, little Flip's right. We're gonna do this. Is the way I'm gonna do it. And I think what was going on amongst family and friends is they were saying, Flip's this, he's a smart dude, man. He's a smart dude. He's right. However, he needs some help too.
Yep.
I want to, you know, you should always, continue what you're doing nonstop, you know. And when you need a break, don't feel bad if you got to take a vacation. You got to take a break. You know, maybe it's one day, maybe it's a week,
Yeah.
but maybe, because I don't want you to get exhausted.
Exert myself.
Yeah, you know, and but this is definitely one of my favorite podcasts, only because it's you and I right now. It's you and I talking, and that means a lot for me, because our families are connected,
Yep.
our friends. We got a lot of mutual friends.
Another man here today.
Yeah.
Sad.
How many we lose?
Just lost another one the other day.
Just this week.
Yeah.
And God, please, hopefully there's none today. But we know the potential.
Yep.
You know the potential that it may happen. Excuse me. So I want to get to everybody on Fireside. Thank you for joining us. I really appreciate this. I will definitely replay this on the Fireside so I could see, what I have there. You definitely are dear to me. I'm sorry that we're doing this a little different than we normally do on the Really Charlie podcast. But, I'm trying to make this possible as much as I can, especially with my dear friend here. I wanted him to be heard, and I wanted him to be able to share this video, share this podcast with other people so they can listen. And if they need his help, he's here.
Just call me.
Yeah, you need my help, I'm here. And definitely got to get you in that position.
Yep. If you need anybody, if you know anybody that's going through problems with drugs and alcohol, homelessness, they need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. I'll go talk to them, give my suggestions about their little life. You know what I mean? Because that's what people did for me.
True.
If you don't take it, you know what's going to happen. If everybody's saying the right positive things to you, and you don't take that to heed, you're gonna be back in that trap again. That trap ain't no joke. It's hard. It's easy to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that to happen to nobody. My worst enemy, no way.
True.
And that's it. Like people like Charlie in my life. His wife calls me a brat. But that's okay. I can laugh about it today. I get a lot of people in my life today.
Yeah.
And that's the blessing.
It's,
good people.
Amazing. But, all right. Everyone, if you can please give my friend Flip Rose an applause on Fireside. I really appreciate it. He's going to definitely hear this. He's definitely going to see this later on when I send him the audio and video. So thank you very much. All right. I will definitely be back on Fireside on next Thursday.
Thank you.
Coach Marvin Speller. We will definitely be on talking about mental illness. Sounds so great. All right, so continue, and I will be on Double P FR with Anthony Cordova today at it's at 9:00 p.m. We will be on Fireside doing our thing and talking about whatever we talk about. Tony got the questions, I got the answers, he got the answers. We're going to definitely do something tonight. So if you have an opportunity, please join us later on this evening on Fireside. And that show is going to be great. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. Have a good day, everybody, and God bless.
All right. Let me.
What was that?